Happy and glorious Sunday morning. I've got a message. I thought it was cool. Asked me to do some Dreamcast gameplay, maybe more. I will eventually. Now I'm kind of vacation this week, so I'm taking it easy. But another message, I thought I'd do a video real quick. He pretty much asked me to show off my Dreamcast collection and what title do I prefer and what do I own and everything else. But personally, I could answer that really quick. When I went into my eBay All Rush, I personally got all the games that I've played and I love and are dear to me and they're worth buying back. All the other ones was like, meh, so what I don't have, I don't really care for it. It's the titles that I loved. So, for me, to me, everything that I own right now is a must-buy, must-own in any Dreamcast collection. So, this title of the video is showing off my Dreamcast collection thus far. But I am missing my Sonic Adventure, which is pretty much the best of the franchise when it continued off of Sega Genesis. It was the first 3D Sonic and it was the best. So Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 are coming soon. Thus you can add those titles in this collection. So here we go. Guts Rage, Sword of the Berserk. That's pretty much presented me to Guts' whole universe and how I knew him. Hack and slash, grandfather game style of 2 Devil May Cry and all that stuff. This really owned it as a hack and slash game. It was the best. Still love it. Really hard, really good. Street Fighter Alpha 3 still in the package. It's brand new. I didn't open it yet. I just loved it so much on the Dreamcast. It was a very revolutionized console for Capcom. The Capcom owned the Sega Dreamcast. All the fighting games were so incredible. Marvel vs. Capcom, the very first one. Gotta own that. We got Marvel vs. Capcom 2. The first and unique version, whatever came out after. It came out on Dreamcast first, and it was the best. Still today, I think Marvel vs. Capcom 2 doesn't excel Marvel vs. Capcom 3, honestly, to me. Street Fighter Third Strike, also a very good title in the Street Fighter franchise. Street Fighter 3 Double Impact, still sealed in the plastic. I will eventually open it for sure. We got Capcom vs. SNK. That one was harder to get, but also cool in the franchise. With King of Fighters 14 coming around the corner, I don't know why there is not a Capcom vs. SNK 3 coming around, because that was like really good crossover. Really awesome. Of course, you can't go wrong with a Soulcalibur. Soulcalibur, you gotta own it. One of the best fighting games back in the days. It would outclass everything when it came out. Back in the good old days, everybody just played that, and eventually Soulcalibur 2 came out and everything, and they forgot about that one. But that one was epic. Alright, another game franchise that I really want to come back. What happens to brawlers these days? We don't have much brawlers, but Sega had it. Dynamite Cop. It was an epic brawler. Really good. Do I need to say more? One of my first online RPG, favorite of all time, played for decades. I think it's the game hourly in my life that I spent the most time. Phantasy Star Online, need no description, just perfection. I wish to my heart that they would remake the first one on PS4 and Xbox and play it online, physical copy. Sega, why don't you do that? Sega is just sleeping on money. Sleeping. It's just about the last Phantasy Star Online 2 is only in Japan. And we can't play it here. We can't play it here. But I am that crazy. And I own one. but I can't play it. It's that crazy. Then we got, of course, Hydro Thunder. One of the best racing arcade games back in the days. I spent a lot of money. And when you own the Dreamcast version, it was just like playing the arcades. And this eventually was remade, Hydro Thunder Hurricane, by Vector Unit, which I love so much. Zombies Revenge. Another really tough brawler, but epic. Really good. Awesome. And we keep on going. The list. This is all must-own titles. No reasons. Code Veronica, which revolutionized the gameplay. It was really a big step forward from the basic Resident Evil after Resident Evil 3. Man, when this came out, I was just like, wow, breaking boundaries and everything. The cinematics were insane, and the gameplay was something else when that Resident Evil came out. Code Veronica, which would be 4, but it's in between 3 and 4, which it really messes up the story with you thinking about the whole franchise and everything, and it really changes the whole story of the Resident Evil saga. Virtua Fighter 3 TB. Honestly, it was really cool, but I don't know. I don't know where Virtua Fighter is going. I still think 1 and 2 was really good. Still to this day. 3TB was okay, but 1 and 2, man. Virtua Fighter. This was the best. Still today. Dead or Alive 2, man. That really revolutionized and broke some boundaries. Insane. Those cage match and tag team player. It was the first like ever Dead or Alive war game. You could co-op with a friend with a second controller and fight against another team, which was really epic, and switching back and forth super fast in fighting style. Vigilante 8 Second Offense Car Combat is just gone these days, and I wish they would make a part 3 set it in the 80s. Vigilante 8 Third Offense with a DeLorean on it. That would have been so cool. But this Car Combat was the music, the fighting, the shooting, the weapons were so epic. It came close, like, no, it was a good rival to Twisted Metal. Crazy Taxi. Don't need to say more. We need a part 4. Nothing compares to this. Nothing plays as good as this. Still to this day, nothing compared to Crazy Taxi. Crazy Taxi 2. Gotta own that. It was really, really good. Just a fair, crazy arcade game. Had to pick up somebody, drop them off, and pick another one. And you had a limited amount of time to do that route and drop the people, get some money, and go crazy while you're driving. So you get more cash, more money, more time. Alright, off we go with the rest. Project Justice. Really expensive, really hard to own. Just insane. Rival School needs to have a part 3. So, good fighting game from Capcom. 3D fighter with high school students of 3 teams, 3 students per team, and then you would fight off in high school battles. It was really cool. Now I'm going upside down with this. Oh, one of my favorite racing game of all time, San Francisco Rush 2049, man. Just playing the stunt mode, trying to catch all those bees was the best. But honestly, still one of my favorite racing game of all time. And I still play it today a lot. Shenmue, what can I say? If you don't have a life and you want to play forever and just have a virtual life in a virtual world, and play forever, this was a classic. Nothing compares to it, you know? Nothing. I just wish the Shenmue Online would come out. It's an open world RPG. Epicness. If you never played it, you gotta own it. If you own a Dreamcast, everybody knows that. Grandia 2, one of the best RPG ever. It was the best. Undescribable. I'm speechless. I can't describe this. You gotta own this if you own a Dreamcast. You have to, got to. we're almost done. And I talked about this week, Jet Grind Radio. Honestly, I've been checking some posts on Twitter. The creator is actually like really bugged out that people are still asking to get a part 3. They want a part 3, and he posted this picture of Batman slapping Robin in the face, and Robin's asking when is Jet Grind Radio 3 coming out, and just Batman slaps him in the face and answers, ask Sega. So Sega is sleeping on money. They're sleeping on money. This needs to come out soon. And we're almost done. The cherry on top of the cake, Power Stone 1 and 2. The end of my collection. By far one of the best 4-player co-op challenge party game, man. This would outshine Mario Party and anything else. It was just a 3D fighter with 4 players. You would power up with Power Stones and get super strong and kill everybody on the screen. And the levels would be moving and challenging. And you had different levels, and you had to move throughout the levels while you were fighting. And the one left, it was like a mix of a fighting game and King of the Hill and everything, but beat 'em up, real crazy, real fun. Sometimes you could play co-op. You had bosses. It's just insane. I'll do some gameplay. That's the first one I'm doing gameplay. I'll do the first one, Power Stone 1 and Power Stone 2, one playthrough of the whole. It's not that long, probably 15 minutes, but you will enjoy it. So guys, for that subscriber who messaged me, I hope this Dreamcast collection video helped you out to which title to buy and where to go. See you soon.